or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the right for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the white flag, they forfeiting it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no camera.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the New England Patriots. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Mariota now to throw on first down. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mariota. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dante Hightower in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Got to hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now Mariota. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. First down, Mariota. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 21. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Jonathan Cyprien there defensively to make the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Campanaro. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Titan football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Being chased out left. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
He got 29 yards that time.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And that's incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it. If you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. And right side caught Hogan. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll run it here. This is James White. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's a This is Jeremy Hill, the former Bengal, his first carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Benny Logan in there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And it's caught. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he had a good amount of time to throw there, and at his level, he's going to pick you apart if you give him that time.
You have to increase your urgency. Whether you're blitzing, bringing extra pressure, or just your normal amount at him, you've got to get home because if you don't, he picks up a first down just about every time, as he did there.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down, Titans, gain of 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Trying to squeeze it in Alvin, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He was looking for Matthews that time. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things...
And it's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Cordero Patterson, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Mariota. He's going to fire one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
To throw is Mariota. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mariota. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. Brady now on first down. And he's going to find Hogan here. Complete. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Brady now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that run.
To throw, it's Brady. Forced out to his left. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd down, Brady over the middle. That's caught by Hogan. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only with
it comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Mariota now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mariota to throw it. Going underneath for Lewis. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Mariota now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota dancing to his left. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires to Edelman, complete on the comebacker. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Patriot pass. Passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now Brady. And this is caught by Allen for a Patriots touchdown. Dwayne Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Flushed out right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. First down, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Adrian Claiborne. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He can run for it, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out come the Patriots. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
He's going to air it out for he's got a man complete. Philip Dorsett by himself, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Adrian Claiborne in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Flushed out right. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 42. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 44 yards. Mariota on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it down deep into Tennessee territory. Brady to Hogan for a big one. 45 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a carry for White. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse.
20!
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady, and the Patriots add on to their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
29, Alpha.
On play action, it's Brady. Letting one go deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Mariota stepping up. He's going to keep it and avoids the contact by sliding. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Let's go.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now Mariota, buying time to his left. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he's brought down. A Tennessee first down. That one Mariota to Matthews.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now they'll run with Lewis. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Tackle made that time by Christian Sam. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. They run. This is Lewis. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's caught. Smith. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him to 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skip to school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some rest by the morning, I had a six by the morning. I got on a meeting.